Today we're talking about how your shopping habits are keeping you poor. Seriously keeping you from reaching your financial goals. Definitely fallen into this trap a million times. I've bought so many items that I no longer use, and I've come up with 7 micro habits that I think have really helped me stop overspending as a girl that definitely loves shopping and loves all the nice things. First, you need to work out what is actually important to you. What are your long-term financial goals? Is there a particular thing you're saving for, like a house deposit or a car? It could even just be a holiday or a nice new handbag. What I value and what I want to spend money on is not something that you might value and want to spend your money on. And that's totally fine. Being financially aware doesn't mean you need to deprive yourself of anything. It just means that you can make a plan tailored to you. This will just then help you achieve your goals while still buying and enjoying life and all the things that money can buy us to make life better. It's not about missing out or going without. It's simply about planning and being aware of where your money is going. The second habit, which I literally think will be the be all end all and really just get you in the zone, is to have a no spend week/month. This will seriously let you just have a look at what's your mindless habits. I know how many times I've done this with myself. When I tell myself, okay, I'm not going to spend for this week, it's only then that I become aware how many times I'm just pay wave, and I'm not even thinking. Then I'll do my budget at the end of the month and check, and I'll just literally have dropped hundreds of dollars and I have nothing to show for it. It's where the no spend week/month, depending on how long you want to do it, really comes into play. End of the day, our spending habits are accumulation of long periods of time. In order to stop this and break the cycle, this is what the no spend week does. It forces you to stop, reflect, and think about what you're spending your money on. And I know this is something I definitely haven't done in the past, but have become way more mindful at during these no spend weeks. The third tip would be discuss the purchase with a significant other, family, or friend. I know there's been moments where I have definitely not wanted to say what the item is that I want to buy or clothes I want to buy, and I just know that if I feel that way, I probably shouldn't be buying it. This is a hard one to come to terms with, and it's not always applicable. You're not going to want to share every purchase with family or a friend, but just think, oh, would I be comfortable saying to someone that I'm about to drop $500 on another clothing haul? This serves to remind you whether you actually need the item or whether it is just frivolous and spending for enjoyment. It also seriously helps if you're with someone that has good spending habits. I know in my relationship, I'm definitely the spender. That's always been the way. He doesn't spend $1. Although he is on the extreme end of the scale in terms of not buying anything, if I check in with him, I know I'm actually going to get a reasonable look at whether it's worth the price and whether I should actually buy the item. Fourth tip would be less consuming and more doing what you love. A lot of things cost heaps of money nowadays, but so many things don't. Some of my favorite activities are completely free. I love a hike in nature. I love spending time with family and friends. I love enjoying time with my partner, doing things that are free. Always immerse yourself in a new hobby, sport, teach yourself to cook, learn a new recipe, and just spend time doing things that you don't need to go out and pay for. I don't even want to admit the amount of times where I've just been bored and said, oh, do you want to go to the shops for a walk around? I 100% walk out with at least one item that I definitely didn't need. My next habit that you can implement to stop overspending is decluttering your space. Go through all the drawers that you haven't touched, go through your wardrobe and look at all the clothes that you haven't worn. These are all examples of items of things that you've bought and not really used. Think about the amount of clothes that you have and you've probably not worn for the past year. This is something that I do probably quarterly. I'll go through my wardrobe and just donate things that I won't wear. Not only that, keeping your house minimal and not filling all your drawers with junk. I know when we moved out, I really tried to keep it minimal with the things that I bought for our new house. But even still, 2 years later, there's definitely things in drawers and I'm just like, what is this item? I've definitely just bought this along the way. But ultimately, my rule when decluttering is if I haven't reached for this item, looked for it, thought about it in the past year, I'm either donating it or chucking it out. The more clutter in the house, it just shows you the more items you buy that you simply don't need. Number 6 is to have a wish list. I feel like as a kid, we all used to have that. We used to write out, what do I want for my birthday, or what are my favorite things I want to buy. We've just stopped doing this as adults and we just buy literally whatever we want all the time. Use a wish list for its purpose. Sit and reflect on the things that you want to buy. If you put it on your wish list and think, am I still thinking of this item in 3 weeks' time? In so many times I've seen things just pop up on Instagram and I'm just like, oh, that's cute, maybe I should buy it. Along with the other 50 million clothing items that I already own and don't wear. I seriously think a wish list really stops that impulsive spending. When you have that time to reflect on a purchase, it makes you really question whether you want it, whether you need, especially if it's a big one. This might not apply to everyday things, obviously we all need. For some unknown reason, my kryptonite is cute pajamas. Every time there's a new release from Peter Alexander, I just can see myself falling straight into that trap of cute pajamas. Why did I need 30 pairs of those PJs? Do you know what I mean? When you think to yourself, why? No. Okay? And finally, the final habit is check whether your spending is coming from an emotional place. Being stressed, a bit flat, just leads to spending more money, because spending money gives you that dopamine hit. You feel like you're doing something, you're making a move, you're getting something out of this, you're getting something new and shiny. It's just making you more and more broke over time. When I feel like I'm spending just because I'm sad or I feel a bit flat, I try to think about whether I can turn this into a self-care activity instead. Can I have a bath? Change my sheets? Should I have a tea? Do some exercise? Call somebody that I love? I don't see how buying a new $100 cream is going to solve the way I'm feeling. And you know, it might for that night, but you probably already have like 30 skincare items that you hardly use. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a little flower emoji to show me that you made it to the end, and I'll be back next week with another video. Bye.